breaking right now at 6. Crews are battling an intense brush fire in Golden Gate Estates. You are watching chopper crews picking up water in the Valencia Lakes neighborhood and dropping it over the flames.
Here's a look inside the fire zone. Intense flames right up against this road. This fire has burned at least 100 acres, and the windy conditions are making it tough for firefighters to get it under control. Crews are evacuating several blocks in Golden Gate Estates. 3 homes are already damaged. You can see the line of cars down Wilson Boulevard North. The evacuation zone stretches down Wilson Boulevard between 24th and 47th Avenues. Hundreds of people are impacted by this. Thank you for watching NBC2. I'm Peter Bush.
And I'm Kyla Gaylor. This is just one of a dozen fires burning across southwest Florida right now, from Northport to Cape Coral and Hendry County. I want to take a live look now at the fire in Cape Coral. You're looking at the view from the Edison Grand in downtown Fort Myers. You can see smoke rising in the distance and just kind of a hazy view all around. NBC2 has team coverage throughout the area as crews try to control these fires. First Alert meteorologist Rob Duns is tracking those windy conditions, and we have NBC2 reporter Alicia Alonso in Cape Coral.
But first, let's go to Ryan Arbogast. He is right near that evacuation zone on Wilson Boulevard in Golden Gate Estates. Ryan?
Peter, what we know right now is that this fire is growing. It's up to about 100 acres with only about 10% containment. That containment has not changed since we spoke to you last at 5 and 5:30. Now, we spoke to the Greater Naples Fire Rescue Chief earlier, and he told me that he is sending every resource across Lee and Collier counties here to this spot to battle this fire. Now, we've seen representatives from San Carlos Park, Marco Island, FWC, FHP, LCSO, and more barrel through this exact police barricade to get to that scene. We also know 3 homes have been burned so far. We have no word on any of those were fatalities. And cars are back down for at least a mile down the street on Wilson and 14th Avenue Northwest. Now, I want to get to the evacuations, but let's take some video that we shot earlier to show exactly what this looks like from the sky. Evacuations include Jung Boulevard, 16th Avenue Northwest, 18th, 20th, 22nd, and 24th Avenues Northwest, and Immokalee Road has also been shut down. And for those people that have had to evacuate, Max Haas Community Park has been opened as an evacuation center. Now, we have crews all over Collier County covering this wildfire, north of Everglades Boulevard, north of Immokalee Road, and here at 14th Avenue Northwest and Wilson Boulevard. We'll make sure to keep you updated as soon as we learn more information on fighting this fire. I'm reporting live and local in Golden Gate Estates. Ryan Arbogast, NBC2.
All right, Ryan, thanks. And we want to show you another look at some intense video. You're getting a look inside the flames as they burn along Immokalee Road and Everglades Boulevard in Golden Gate Estates. Troopers close the westbound lanes of Immokalee Road.
Starting tomorrow, Collier County will enforce a burn ban. This means no open burns, including yard waste and trash. You can still use outdoor grills and stoves, but just be extra careful with them. This burn ban will be in place until further notice.
It's all hands on deck in Cape Coral as crews try to keep a brush fire from spreading to homes. NBC2's Alicia Alonso is live near the Yellow Fever Creek Preserve near the front lines of the firefight. Alicia, what are you seeing out there now?
Kyla, in the last half hour, we've seen a K-9 unit searching the area, working to help find a potential cause. Now, the scene has died down as most crews have cleared the area, but neighbors say the fire was too close for comfort. They saw grass on fire just on the other side of the street. Now, around 15 acres of the Yellow Fever Creek Preserve caught fire this afternoon. A 3,000-gallon tanker was here filling up brush trucks with water as firefighters made their way into the preserve. Neighbors say the wind was their biggest concern. A turn in the wrong direction could have put their homes at risk.
We didn't know where it was, so we came out and see it. We didn't know what it was, we didn't want to come this way, Going that way is okay, but I didn't want it to come this way.
Now, officials say the fire is 80% contained. I'm still working to learn to see if they're working on any hot spots. Count on NBC2 to update you on a potential cause when we learn it. I'm live and local in Cape Coral. Alicia Alonso, NBC2.
Let's go to Charlotte County now, where some old cars and boats near South McCall Road and Sailor Way burned in a brush fire. Fire officials say about 8 acres burned behind the Super Day gas station. This one is under control, but McCall Road South is shut down between Gillett Boulevard and Gasparilla Road. Half a dozen smaller fires also burned in Southwest Florida today, but they are under control.
Multiple daycares were evacuated in Northport just as a precaution because there's a brush fire burning there as well. It's along Toledo Blade Boulevard. So we know the Imagine School, Building Blocks Daycare, and Northport Gymnastics have all been evacuated. The children were taken to the Suncoast Technical College. We know this fire is up to 75 acres now. Florida Highway Patrol has the Toledo Blade ramped to and from I-75 closed. You can see those troopers are blocking the exits. And this is what it looked like on the road a little while ago. Pretty hazy out there. Fire officials are asking drivers just to avoid Toledo Blade between I-75 and Price if you can. Really stay home right now if you can. Florida Forest Service is also fighting a 350-acre brush fire, this one in Hendry County. This is on Dooley Grade Road. Right now, it is 60% contained. I want to bring in First Alert meteorologist Rob Duns. So we know winds are playing a huge factor in all of these fires, and if they change, that can be pretty detrimental to fire crews on the front line. So what can you tell us about where the winds are headed?
Well, it looks like the winds are going to be in a steady direction for the remainder of the night tonight, eventually shifting toward the north, the southeast. And then tomorrow, we're going to see more of a southwest-oriented wind. So yes, there will be some subtle changes. They should be fairly steady for a good chunk of the day tomorrow. Now, Kyla and Peter have caught you up on all the flames that have been burning today. Let's for a moment talk more about the smoke, and especially the smoke from this large fire in Collier County and Golden Gate Estates and Orange Tree. Live Doppler radar can track it for more than 30 miles from where it's actually burning, just to the south of Immokalee Road. The highest concentration of smoke that's low enough in the atmosphere to be smelled would be like in points along into the south of 72nd Avenue Northeast, southward to 41st Avenue. If you're in this area, it's probably feeling pretty smoky outside, but the fire itself is burning several miles away from you here near the intersection of Wilson and Young, as Ryan Arbogast pointed out, who's on the ground there. So this is how the winds have evolved over the past 3 hours. Initially, the winds are pushing the smoke from this one right from the south and toward the north. They have since turned more toward the northeast. They're going to start to bend, though, later on tonight and push the smoke eventually back toward Bonita Springs. We'll talk more about that part of the story coming up in just a few minutes.
Claire competes again on Monday. Now let's get back to that breaking news. A 100-acre brush fire forcing hundreds of people to evacuate their homes in Golden Gate Estates.
There is a temporary evacuation center with limited resources. It's located at the Max Hassey Community Park for anybody who needs a place to go right now. I want to give you another look inside the fire zone as people do try to escape. A lot of intense flames, and they're inching right up against the road.
And the winds are going to be pretty strong all night?
And tomorrow as well, so please be careful throughout the area.
Yeah, we'll have a lot more coverage tonight at 11 o'clock.